Hi friends, it's Byron and I'm back with a brand new video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And while you're here, just hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. It's somewhere on your screen. We are talking RuPaul's Drag Race. It's episode 6. It's a Rusical. So in this episode, we'll talk about the Rusical. We'll talk about Candy's decision. We'll talk about the runways. And of course, we'll talk about all the girls and the gossip. So let's just dive right into it like we always do and get back into the workroom. So even though no one was eliminated because Heidi went home last week, they still counted the lip syncs, and of course, all the lipsticks said Kahana, and Jimbo was gonna vote for Kahana as well, as you all guys all saw. And I think, honestly, Kahana took it well. She knew that she was in the bottom the most times, and it gave her some incentive to step it up. But I honestly feel like at this point, it's like, in the episode, and we'll talk about it, I personally think, yeah, she stepped it up. But when the other contestants are so above, it's like, are you going to get that break? I don't know. But you know what? She still got the fire and desire in her to do it. So I say, you know what, Kahana, do it. All right. Jimbo was down about losing the lip sync. Of course he's down. Like it was 3 times in this season, but apparently in all other drag race competitions that he's done, he's always lost the lip sync. And one of the things that people like about drag queens are the lip syncs and the performances, and he's just not delivering. And he's definitely down on himself about it, and rightfully so. It's like, okay, you got many talents, but the one thing that everybody expects a drag queen to do, you just don't deliver. Maybe the next time he wins, you know what? If they should have him lip sync against Bianca Del Rio, because we all know that she didn't lip sync on her season, and she did come back as a joke, as a lip sync assassin. But maybe, RuPaul, maybe you should think about that. I'm just saying, like, set that up. Like, you know what? Whoever was going to be the lip sync assassin that week, if Jimbo wins, just make it Bianca. And I'm not talking shit on Bianca because I love her to death. But I think that would probably be a little something. But anyway, Candy. I don't know if I trust her words. And that's not to be mistaken, like I don't trust her as a person, but I just don't know if I trust her words. And as you've seen the episode, you should be like asking if you can trust her words as well. I mean, like, it was very on the fence. And now I can see why Heidi was like, you know what, this is just a little too much. I gotta go. I see it now. I see it. So we'll talk about Candy and me not trusting her words as the show goes along, because she definitely backpedaled a little bit on her statement right when she said, like, the whole thing was, I'm gunning for Jimbo because Jimbo was winning those 3 weeks. But then it was like, right at that part of the discussion where they were talking in the workroom, it was kind of like, I'm coming for the top, or I'm after anybody at the top, and I put those in my own words, but to read between the lines, that's kind of where it went. Which at the time when Heidi and all of them were having that conversation, and I'm not going to be the dead horse, but Jimbo was at the top at the time. All right, so I jump around a lot in this, what's the name? So, of course, it's a Rusical. As you know, RuPaul comes in and he's like, it's Joan Crawford. And look, I like Joan Crawford. I only know her from her Mommy Dearest era. And that's just what it is. So, anyway, I liked it when they were picking the parts. And I always felt like if 2 girls was arguing over a point instead of somebody bullying their way to get the part, that they audition in front of the other girls and then they just vote. I know they probably did that once before, but that's how it always should be done. Or, you know what, you can battle it out. And that's the thing, like when they do bully their way into, well, I guess bully is a strong word, but when they do pretty much just say, I'm doing that part and do it, and then they flop. But you know what? They did it the way that I definitely think that it should be. It could be a better way of doing it, but I think that that was a very fair way of doing it. And Candy killed it. I personally didn't like her number in the Rusical, but RuPaul and the judges loved it. So, I mean, it just all depends on what glasses you're looking through. I thought the Rusical in its entirety, it's like, it's there. I mean, I've seen them do better. I don't know. Let's go move past it. All right. And then, the runway look is 1,000 Night of Grace Jones's. And, you know, and Grace Jones has more than 1,000 looks. And I know that's not because she has 1,000 looks. But Kahana comes out and she definitely puts her showgirl twist on everything. But that's the problem. She puts it on everything. So I just don't know at this stage in the game, they're at the halfway point or almost at the halfway point that you gotta start switching up. You can't always come out with something on top of your head looking showgirly-ish. We know that you killed it in Vegas, but it's time to move on, step out, take chances, girl. You already like the last one. I hope this week she does something out of her comfort zone is all I'm saying. If you agree with me, comment below. Let's talk. Candy. Out of all of the Grace Jones's looks, and I know the judges rant and raved about it, I personally didn't like it. We saw her in geometrical shapes before with her little alien type look or whatever. I know it was just only one upside down triangle or whatever, but I don't know. I personally didn't like it. Jimbo. I am so excited that he didn't wear the breastplate. It was like, you know what? I like that natural look of Jimbo. I thought it was awesome on the runway. I really did. Sometimes you just don't need these big ass boobs bouncing and floating and popping everywhere. Like if you agree or disagree, make a comment in the down below. I mean, I just like them just like that. Just like that. All right. Well, even though I didn't think much of her, Candy was the winner of the episode. And James and Hannah is in the bottom. And you know what? I wasn't going to talk about James's runway look, but time and time again, they definitely come out, and Michelle definitely points it out, especially when they wear a pant, that if you're going to do it, you better have that camel toe, like you should have a camel toe. Because if it's loose there, if things are loose fitting, no matter if it's here, there, and especially there, they're going to notice. And at that point, they were splitting hairs because, I mean, like, all of them were really good in the show. They really were. And I know they kind of picked Kahana apart because she was first. But just with a regular eye, I thought she did just fine. All right. So, the lip sync assassin is none other than your Southern Belle, Angeria. I don't know why it took me so long to say that, but it did. So anyway, Angie, she is the lip sync assassin. Honestly, I need to learn how to start putting clips in my videos because, again, I just thought Candy was flopping around like a flailing whale on the stage, but it is what it is. She won Jimbo's $30,000, and that's just what it was. Now, here's the good part of the video is that, you know, going back to the discussion that they had earlier, because Lala Ree was like, oh, well, how we're going to vote. And, you know, most people were like, oh, we'll vote the way that we were doing this, that, the other. But Candy had a different thing to say about, you know, the voting process. And you saw the episode. It definitely showed when she voted. But my thing is this, And comment below whether you agree with her or not, or you agree with me or not. But you guys know that Kandi is not like my number one person. But I agreed with her in voting out James. I'm sorry. I like James. I think James is a fierce competitor, but that's the problem. All of them are going to be fierce. The problem is that Kahana is the least of the fiercest right now. So why not keep her? She's not a threat. I came to win $200,000. I'm with you, Kandi. You get 1 point from me. I know it doesn't matter to you, but you get it. I don't understand why these ladies keep their fierce competition in the competition. I know you want to win against the best, but it's a competition. You're supposed to work smarter, not harder. And if you got somebody that's in there that don't really know what they're doing, and you know you can just wake up out of bed and do better than them, I'd rather just wake up out of bed and do better than them. That's just me, friends. But when she flipped over that lipstick and James's name was there, the camera cuts to RuPaul's face. And if you guys didn't see it, you need to go back and see it because he was shook. So anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you made it this far in the video, you should subscribe. So anyway, I wish each and every one of you a very good week. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good week, y'all.